This is going to make them indestructible, because they will understand the power of emotions, and they will understand their own emotion within, and that's where the power is. So here we go. That was for the talk of Maurice Shellac this morning. That's the guy that comes to mind, Granny. Now, I've never met Maurice. I don't know what he looks like. Yeah, I know what he looks like. I saw a picture. That's the only thing I have. And I know he's talking to me again. Granny, listen to this, Granny. He was broken down. I know you told me the story, but that's the one that comes to my mind. He was broken down when he took you to the boat for you to go to Australia. And as you told me, he went twice. I don't know, Granny, how it works. Don't ask me, just take it for what it is. Your father is still hurting from that action he had to take. He felt he had to take it. And the reason he did, Granny, believe me or not, Granny, he had lost 28 members of his family 5 or 6 years before. He was afraid that the same thing would happen again, and he wanted to protect you. Well, I'm going to uncharted territories. I don't know if you are his preferred girl, but it sounds like it. I don't know, Granny. Oh, this is completely uncharted waters for me, guys, and that's why it hurts me. That's why I'm crying, because I'm afraid, as a matter of fact, to say what I feel. But what it felt just now, Granny, is that you were, and maybe you still are, I don't know, his preferred daughter. And I don't think he can have a preferred daughter, but you are special. So he's telling me to tell you, here we go, I've done it. Thank you. Oh, bye for now. I love you guys. I do. I love life. And Simone, I love myself. I love my shelves. And I love the content of my shelving system. And I have no doubt that this business of being in touch with the ancestors, maybe that's the only one I'm going to be in touch with. My ancestors and our ancestors. I don't know. Maybe I'm opening a brand new field for me, who knows. But wow, guys, I want to thank you for being part of that. I wanted to say what a trip. And you, every one of us, every one of you, you have been part of it one way or another, and I love you for it. Hey, what would I be without you? How would I know who I am if I had not you? I was going to say on the other side, but on the other side of my own self. If I had not you, I love so much and I want to interact and react with. And the rest is words. We are going to put words on stuff, and words don't mean much. It's the emotion that we are carrying. So, I love you all. Wow, that was another big baby. And that's an expression that came to me. Wow, listen guys, I just had the impression I made another big baby just now. The other time this happened was at the end of December 2004. Norbert phoned me from France and said this to me. He said, Pepe has been beaten in his bed when he was 18 months old. Now, once that was said, that was enough to trigger me into writing the email called Hommage à Pepe. On this email, on this letter, I wrote for half an hour the first day, and I was mentally and physically exhausted. I had to go to bed. Half an hour on my computer, I was completely exhausted. Go back to it the following day. The following day I worked 2 hours on my computer and I'm physically and mentally completely exhausted after 2 hours. I think at that moment I phoned Bebe and I said, I don't know what's going on, but I am making a big baby here. That was the feeling. And the following day I finished the mail, the letter, and this letter was 80 pages long then, and it was called Hommage à Pépé. And then I'd finished with that baby. The baby was made. Didn't think about it. And for the last 3 days, the following 3 days, I probably wrote other little crappy stuff. And then 3 days later, I am catching dog shits, Chippy and Psyche's shit on my lawn, and I'm down, and I'm putting them in my bucket. And I suddenly have an urgency to go back to my computer. Now, how do you explain that? I do not know, guys. Spirits are working on us? Well, that might be it. I have the urgency to go on my computer, and in one go I'll write a 3-page letter, and this 3-page letter is the love story of my grandfather with that magnificent woman that he was helping in Germany. She had a farm, probably 7-8 hectares farm. That's all they could manage as a couple, her and her husband. Her husband was at war, she was alone, she was given a prisoner of war as a worker, and that was my grandpa. And that lady had 3 kids the same age as Yvette, Maman and Léon. And the odds are pretty good that these two fell in love. And Wendy Bull told me in 2005 or 2006, I didn't have to worry about that one. I mean, there is an old man somewhere in Germany there waiting for me, and I didn't have to worry about it. It's going to be told to me in time. Now I'm going down now. I'm going down to Rome today and the next day, and then I'm going up through Hungary, Budapest. I'm going to walk in Budapest, guys. I'm going to go to Budapest, I'm going to go to Ukraine, and possibly to Babi Yar, and then I'm going to go to Lithuania and coming down through Prussia, through what was Prussia, and then I'm coming down to Warsaw and Gorlitz. And in Gorlitz I'm going to look for the family of this lady, because if there is somebody, he got to show up somehow. Now keep that in mind. We are today the 26th of January 2009, and that's going to happen within the next 30 days, and then we'll be at the end of February, and the odds are pretty good that I want to invite us all to go to Gorlitz and Auschwitz in July this year, and we can find. Oh wow, I don't know if it's the spirit, but we can finally close that book of our life and open our life completely to what life is supposed to be, an open book. Well, wow, how was that for a free talk, free speech? I love you guys, and thanks for everything. I love you. Bye. A cook.